Welcome to this explainer. I'm so glad you're here, because today we're looking at something truly special. If you're a student who loves math and you're looking for a way to seriously boost your academic portfolio, you are in exactly the right place. We're breaking down the ICC Mathematics Olympiad 2026, run by the International Contest Center. Honestly, you should think of this less like a test and more like the ultimate mathematical quest. It's literally an arena for ambitious Pakistani students who want to break out of the standard classroom box and represent their country on an international level. This is your shot to prove your mettle against some of the brightest minds out there, level up your profile, and tackle problems that will actually thrill you. We're going to unpack exactly what this competition is, what's at stake, and most importantly, how you can conquer it.
But first, I've got to ask you a really direct question. Are you ready to test your mathematical limits? I mean, let's be honest, standard classroom curriculums can sometimes feel a bit repetitive, right? You memorize a formula, you plug in the numbers, take the test, get the grade. It becomes routine. But maybe you're craving a genuine challenge that goes way beyond that. Maybe you want to see what happens when the training wheels finally come off, and you're staring down a complex problem that doesn't just hand you the solution on a silver platter. If you have ever felt that itch to solve a real, brain-bending puzzle, this Olympiad is exactly the arena where your mind can truly stretch. It's custom-built for people who want to push boundaries.
And this brilliantly illustrates the complete paradigm shift between regular school math and Olympiad math. You see, school exams usually lean pretty heavily on memorization, right? You're remembering the exact steps to pass a specific test. But Olympiad math, it demands rigorous, logical reasoning, wild creativity, and advanced proof writing. Instead of just, say, calculating the area of a standard triangle using a formula you memorized last week, you might be asked to prove a totally unseen relationship between overlapping shapes. It tests your true analytical chops and your ability to problem solve from scratch. You're not just regurgitating info, you're exploring the very mechanics of numbers and logic. It's about building a fundamentally stronger academic profile because you're proving you can think on your feet under pressure.
So who actually gets to embark on this journey? The eligibility is wonderfully broad. Whether you're a young prodigy just starting out in grade 2 or you're wrapping up your final year in grade 12, and yes, that absolutely includes you O-level and A-level students, you are completely welcome to jump in. If you fall anywhere in that wide range, you're good to go. But listen up. You need to mark your calendars right now because the deadlines are incredibly strict. The absolute final day to register is October 2nd, 2026. Seriously. You do not want to miss that window, so write it down, set an alarm on your phone, do whatever it takes. Once you're locked in, the big contest date itself happens on October 28th, 2026. That gives you a nice solid runway to build your strategy.
Now, every quest has a starting logistical step, right? The fee to enter the ICC Mathematics Olympiad is strictly set at Rs 3,000. Just think of it as your entry ticket. Honestly, it's less than the cost of a fancy dinner out with friends, but it officially puts your name on the roster and secures your spot to compete on a massive stage. It's just a straightforward flat fee that clears the path for you. Once that logistical step is totally taken care of, you are officially a contender. You are in the arena. And that is when things start to get really exciting, because now we get to talk about what you're actually competing for.
Okay, let's dive into this because what's a quest without a little bit of treasure at the end? Beyond the immense prestige of winning, which is huge on its own, there is tangible loot up for grabs for the absolute top performers. The cash prizes are structured to highly reward the best of the best. If you manage to clinch first prize, you're looking at a sweet reward of Rs 20,000. Second prize brings in an impressive Rs 15,000, and third prize secures Rs 10,000. It's a fantastic incentive, isn't it? It just adds this great competitive edge to the whole experience. We're not just talking about a piece of paper here. It's a real tangible reward for all those late hours of dedication and brain power you're going to invest into mastering these concepts.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that the recognition goes way, way beyond just those top 3 cash winners. Look at the broader medal distribution. A massive 58% of all participants will walk away with some form of official recognition. That is an absolutely incredible boost for your academic portfolio. Getting into the specifics, the top 8% receive highly prestigious gold awards. The next 10% earn silver awards. Following that, the next 15% secure bronze awards, and another 25% are recognized with an honorable mention. That leaves only 42% unawarded. So, what does this all mean for you? It means if you put in the effort, if you study and prepare strategically, your chances of walking away with a powerful credential that proves your mathematical excellence to future universities are actually really, really high.
But wait. The cash and the medals aren't even the ultimate reward. This is where the stakes elevate to the absolute maximum.
For those exceptional students who achieve a gold, silver, or bronze medal, you might actually qualify for the global final. And where does that ultimate challenge take place? New York, USA. No way, right? Imagine that. This is your chance to step out of your local testing center and right onto an international platform, to compete against incredibly talented minds from all over the globe, and to proudly represent Pakistan on the world stage. It totally transforms this from a local math test into a truly global opportunity, the kind of thing that could literally redefine your entire academic trajectory.
So the crucial point is, while the prospect of heading to New York is incredibly exciting, we have got to keep our feet firmly on the ground. The official documentation explicitly states that you must verify all details, travel requirements, eligibility, and any extra costs directly with the official organizers. Qualification for the global final is completely subject to their specific rules, so before you start packing your bags, researching fancy hotels in Manhattan, or booking any flights, do your due diligence. Impartially check the fine print to make sure you understand exactly what the practical realities and requirements are for that kind of international travel. It's always best to be fully informed so you can just focus entirely on the math when the big day arrives.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because if you want those medals, you need a training montage. The syllabus for an Olympiad is completely distinct, and you need to know exactly what you're up against. First, you need to master number theory, which is this deep, fascinating study of the properties and behavior of integers. You'll also need advanced algebra and geometry, which means taking equations and spatial reasoning way beyond standard textbook problems. Then there's combinatorics, which, if you don't know, is the complex math of counting, arranging, and finding probabilities in massive systems. And finally, deep logical reasoning. Guys, these aren't just separate chapters, these are entire interconnected domains of logic. This is the toolkit you're going to use to deconstruct the complex, multi-layered problems you'll face on October 28th.
To actually conquer those complex topics, you need a concrete battle plan. The source material lays out 3 absolutely vital steps for Olympiad success. Step 1. Solve previous Olympiad papers regularly. There is just no substitute for experiencing the actual format, the pacing, and the real difficulty level of past contests. Step 2. Prioritize understanding concepts over memorizing formulas. Remember, they are testing your fundamental reasoning here. If you only know the formula but not exactly why or how it works, you're going to get stuck the second the problem throws a curveball at you. And step 3. Practice consistently. Review the solutions carefully, learn from your mistakes, and just keep pushing forward. Even if you don't win a medal, this kind of consistent high-level preparation alone will massively improve your overall math abilities. It's a total win-win.
We've covered the strict dates, the tangible rewards, the massive international stakes, and your specific preparation strategy. Every single competition like this gives you invaluable experience and helps you grow as a true, rigorous problem solver. So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. The world is waiting for Pakistan's next math prodigy. You have the timeline, you know the stakes, and the arena is officially set. Will it be you? If you're serious about taking on this challenge, make sure to read all the official guidelines thoroughly, get yourself registered before that absolute October 2nd deadline, and start your training today. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer, and I really hope to see your name on that global leaderboard.